Good morning, everyone. This is Kai. I just finished my walk. I hope that you guys checked out my video on Periscope. I'm on Periscope every morning with Walk and Talk success tips. So I hope you guys can join me in the morning. It's typically around 8:30. I jump on Periscope and we have a talk before my walk or while I'm walking, and we just share tips or whatever you guys want to talk about. But right now I wanted to share with you guys because something jumped into my spirit, and I was hoping that it be encouragement to someone out there that's listening. Have you ever had ideas, right? But then you don't quite know how to implement them, or you could see how something should be done, but you just don't have the time to do it, and then you turn around and see somebody else do it, and you're like, man, I could have did that, or man, I thought about that. Yeah, a lot of us have a lot of great ideas. A lot of us could possibly be on the brink of a new invention or coming up in our careers or coming up in our business, but something in between the idea and the execution is something that's blocking us. And I don't think it's fear. I think it's lack of self-belief, lack of self-confidence, lack of how would I look? What if it doesn't work out right? Lack of if I open my mouth, what if they reject me? Some of that, lack of that inner work is not there, and then you see someone else do it and you're like, man, I thought about that myself, why didn't I do it? Or, oh man, I could have did that twice as better. Or you're on the other end of the spectrum. You do think you can do it, right? But you're looking for validation. You say, hey girl, you know what? Like you call up your girlfriend and say, I have this wonderful idea. I do this all the time with my best friend. I said, girl, I have a good idea. I think we should do this big event and it should look like this and be like this. Now, meanwhile, your friend or that person that you're asking about don't have the vision that you have, don't have that level of conviction that this would be a good idea. So they're like, okay. And you don't get that response that you're looking for. You don't get that excitement from them. So you're like, that might not be a good idea. Or you're right. You know what? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Or you know what? Maybe it's just not going to work out. And so you let that other person's lack of validation on your God-given idea cause you not to implement it. Then a year later, 2 years later, you see somebody with an event downtown, or you see somebody with a party in a home with the same exact thing. And then you're frustrated and then you're mad because everybody else is having success doing something that you had thought of but didn't have the gall or the inner strength or was seeking people's validation for you to step forth and do it. I want to encourage you today. That idea may be kind of risky and it may be scary. And you might not even have all of the skills that you think you should have to bring it to fruition. But I want you to think about doing it anyway. And believe me, I'm talking to Kai too. Because I always have a lot of ideas. I just don't do them. And most of the time I don't do them is because I just don't see the time. I won't be able to do it. But that's really an excuse, right? But I want to encourage you to do it. Step out and do it. Like I talk to friends that want to have their own restaurants or want to have their own catering or want to have their own food truck, and they don't do it. They don't do it. They don't think they have the resources or the time or the money, or it's something. But it's okay if you don't want to do it. But all I'm saying is that don't get frustrated when you see someone else who had the courage to step out on faith and to believe in themselves. And it's not you. You're believing in the God in you. It's the God in me. Hey, it's the God in me. Remember that Mary Mary song? Y'all need to listen to that. It's that God inside of you that's going to make it happen. Who's going to guide you? Who's going to lead you? Who's going to instruct you? That God, what's that God called? The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is there as our guide. So it's not all you. You don't have to have it all together. All you have to do is, number one, take steps. Number two, turn it over to God. And number three, allow that the God in me, to instruct you on how it should be implemented. So I really hope you guys grab hold of this, you know what I'm saying, so that you can break forth. Come on, you guys. 2015 is about to be over. Do it, do it, do it. Come on, let's do it. Join me on Periscope, Kai Speaks. Join me on Instagram, Kai Speaks. Join me on YouTube, Kai Speaks TV. I'm just showing you guys my real life, my real story, all my imperfections, all my trials and errors. And I'm hoping that somewhere in between this, there's something you can relate to and it will inspire you. And we all can change and break the cycle. Talk to you soon.